We got Winfield people in the back.
We got Winfield people and everybody.
Already ruining it. You're already making a problem, giving us a problem. All right, on today's podcast, we have a former head coach back in 2014 that coached me, Coach Sutherland. This guy's a living legend, and just to give him his flowers, he lives in the top, one of the top 5 for me as an individual, because he accepted me during a time that a lot of people wrote me off. A lot of people didn't want to see me play my senior year. And I didn't have any expectations, so I transferred from my rival school to Hurricane to maybe get a chance to play my senior year, and he accepted me with open arms, and I'll forever be super grateful for that. And we made a historic run. We created some awesome memories, and I just wanted to give you your flowers before we jump into this. So what we're jumping into is a 30 for 30. Okay. I call it 30 for 30. Where I ask you questions, answer them the best you can. I have them written down, so we'll just jump straight into it.
All right.
What made you want to coach in the first place? I know you just retired, but what made you initially want to get into coaching?
My dad. My dad coached at all levels. He went from high school all the way to college. Just being in the gym, being around it, and then that was just it. I mean, I love the game. Plus, it's warm in the gym, so you don't have to be outside when you coach. But it's just one of those things, went hand in hand. It's just one of those things I always did. And then when I was fortunate enough, and I know you're really going to like this, when I was fortunate enough to get into it, Coach McGinnis was who I started coaching with at Winfield Middle School. I know there's a lot of history there.
Wow.
And and I'll give him his props too. He was a very good mentor for me.
Okay,
he taught me the discipline part of it, making sure,
the systems
and all that stuff. And
I did not know that. That's
he really helped me. And like I said, and then I was with Coach Wright. All these guys were from Winfield.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and it just really, I took the best of of all the world and put them together, and here we are.
So how did if you were so around Winfield people, how did it end up being Hurricane was your staple?
So it started at Winfield Middle under Pat, and then got the head job there for a couple of years, and then Coach Wright came over here, Freddie, and of course I'm a 1984 graduate. I sucked playing basketball. I wasn't a very good basketball player, so I had the opportunity to watch my dad, and then when I started coaching, and then the freshman job opened up here with Coach McGinnis and Coach Wright, and I came here and never left. That was in the fall of '97.
And you coached here for what, 25 years? 20?
Like I said, I started in '97, so you can do the math.
That's a legend.
This is 25, so 27 years, almost 30 years.
That's a living legend. That's crazy. Next question. What's a lesson basketball taught you that had nothing to do with sports? After that many years of coaching, what's a lesson that basketball taught you that had nothing to do with?
There's always a tomorrow. No matter how bad it gets.
Yeah.
No matter how bad the losses are or what happens, that there's always tomorrow. And if the worst thing that happened to me was I lost a game or it was a bad practice or whatever, I'm still alive, I'm still breathing, everybody else still alive and still breathing. Tomorrow's another day, let's see what happens.
Yeah. What were some coaches that you admired or looked up to that you kind of tried to either mimic or staple
emulate
yourself? Yeah.
Like I said, I'll give Coach McGinnis his props. He was one. But my dad
he had a good fast break. I'll give him that. He had a good fast break system.
Coach McGinnis had a real good feel for the game.
Yeah,
he's the one that gave me a good feel for the game, like when to switch things and when to do things. But watching my dad, the discipline he had and the interactions, like I said, my dad coached at West Virginia Tech, and most of his players were from Atlanta or places like that, and you had to develop those relationships. You had to have those interpersonal relationships. If you didn't have those, it wasn't going to work. So my dad, and then on the national level, I thought Izzo was always a good one. I really liked Coach K until he started turning into a whiny ass. And then once that, I was like, I'm over that.
Yeah.
The coach at in schools in Michigan, Greg Camp. I think he's really a good one.
Yeah.
And few at Gonzaga. Okay.
So what did sorry, I just lost the question.
Okay.
Let's see, where is it? Oh, so we were talking about coaching and how you were able to move up. Did you ever want to pursue, like, you started at the middle school level, right?
Yep.
Then you climbed to the high school level. I know a lot of people like to just kind of like do the high school coaching. Did you ever want to go to the next level, or did you kind of like really love doing the high school level? And I mean, you're literally a legend. I mean, you have the only team in school history to go to the state championship, and that was a really good team. And
Yeah. No, I never. I mean, basketball brought me what's sitting over there in the bleachers, and I didn't want to have to be gone all the time, and I wanted to be able to get Tanner and Emma and Sally and everybody involved. We're from Hurricane. Once I got here, nope, never wanted to leave, never had any aspirations of leaving. And I wanted to, what my goal was to make this place just my extended family, and everybody was in it.
Got it. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because I was thinking, like, if somebody did want to ever get into coaching, where would they begin? I mean, there are some people that are my audience that are, you know, my age. I just turned 30, and sometimes they want to pivot in their career. They might have graduated college. What would be a good starting ground to maybe even pursue getting a coaching job?
The older one, like I said, older, like when you're talking about your late 20s or 30s, find a high school, volunteer.
Okay. Just volunteer.
Just volunteer. And West Virginia, you have to take a coaching class and do a background.
Do you have to be a school teacher?
No. Like I said, none of the coaches here are school teachers. I was the only school teacher here.
And whenever I was in school, normally you had a coach that was always a school teacher.
Now, it's really, I mean, nowadays most coaches aren't school teachers in high school. But to get started, find a place, volunteer, find somebody you like, and just work your way through that. And now if you're like young, like my son, if you want to, and you have aspirations of coaching, equipment manager if you're in college, learn and live those guys, go with it, and then become a graduate assistant. And you got to be willing, if you want to coach on the college level, you got to be willing to give up a lot of stuff when you're young.
That makes sense.
You got to travel, you got to go, you got to do this. You're the one that's at 3 o'clock at night doing the film. You're the one getting everything. So depending on where you're at, if you're older, volunteer to high school, work your way up. Younger.
So it's not just being like, say you got a coaching job at high school, you were just, hey Tanner, try to protect, if a ball comes, just try to protect it. And it's still recording? We're good. If you were just really good at coaching and you go undefeated, maybe you do back-to-back championships, can you, even not being in the system at a college level, is there a way to just be where they start noticing where you are winning and you are at a high school level, and then maybe, or is it super political at the college level where you needed to be either, like you said, at a young age, kind of being groomed in, and then kind of work your way in?
Well, the coach from Florida Atlantic several years ago, and now he ended up at USC, or I don't know where he's at now, but he was just a businessman, and he liked the game of basketball. He was pretty good at coaching. Got involved in it in the college level because he had the money and he didn't have to worry about anything else. And then he became D1 college, took Florida Atlantic to the Sweet 16, Final Four. So yeah, I mean, if you're good,
you're good. Yeah,
you have to find it. People want to come. If you're good enough, people want to find you. You're going to stand out, and they're going. I mean, you always want the best. So if you're winning on a high school level and doing it with normal talent and stuff like that, people will take notice and they'll find you.
Okay, cool. What's the next question? How did your coaching philosophy change from your first year when you first started to your very last year?
First year, again, I kind of mellowed a little bit, and then because I was a hard ass, like we were talking about earlier, cussed a lot. I still cuss a lot when I still cuss a lot now, but it kind of got, and then it also, I changed and society in itself changed. So it's kind of made, you think about like Bob Knight could never change what he was doing. So therefore, it kind of had to get out.
Yeah.
I was able to, with my, like I said, with my job as teaching, where I deal with emotionally disturbed people, that it has given me the opportunity to be able to deal with people. So I was able to change and kind of metamorphosize into more of a laid back kind of thing, which in the end it probably didn't work too well because it was probably just time. But
well, I love that style of coaching, actually, your laid back approach. Like, I always thought, like, and admired that style of coaching because you knew what you were doing all the time. You were very strategic. You didn't use a lot of words.
Right.
If you did, maybe they were cuss words, but you let people be themselves, and that's what I think our team, the state championship runner-up team, was really good at.
And that's the difference in my later years. Here, there was some leadership, but there wasn't a whole lot of leadership. My philosophy has always been that at some point in time during the season, I have to be able to say, it's your team. You all have to figure it out. I have to depend on you. Practice is my time, games are your time, and I'm going to listen. Like I said, I can never, I mean, like the Spring Valley game when we were getting our ass handed to us before we went to that year.
Yeah.
And Trey comes over and goes, hey, can we try this? Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're on the floor. You might have a better feel for the game than I do. So yeah, let's try it. And look what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, I always thought I had to trust you all to make the decisions. Now, if the final decision came to me, if I say, no, I don't want to do it.
Right.
But I always felt that I always believed in you all having the ability to be able to do that. And I think you have, as a coach, you have to do that. You can have an iron fist, but you still have to have faith in your players, and you have to give them the opportunity to lead your team.
Yeah, I mean, that's the same way in business too, like with anything. You have to be able to trust your team to do things. You're gonna make the top level decision in business and life. But no, yeah, I love that concept because sometimes you can get, hey Tanner, sorry, we gotta,
that's cool.
We're good. I gotta make sure we're still good. Hey Tanner, are we still in focus? Okay, cool. I lost my train of thought, so we're gonna go to the next.
That's it, Cooley.
It's all good. It's all good.
You gotta watch Cooley.
What are your favorite character qualities in a player?
My favorite character qualities. I think that you have to have an ego. I mean, you have to think that you're good, because if you don't, then it's not going to carry over. Like I always said, and I think that, you have to have leadership skills. I mean, you have to be able to lead.
Yeah.
Now, is that leading by talking, leading by example, whatever, but I think you have to have a leadership skills. You have to have some sort of character that when the going is tough, you're not going to crack, you're not going to bend, you're not going to break. And then I think you have to be coachable. I think you have to be able to listen to other people and not say this is, I mean, this translates that you have to be a person that, when it comes down to it, trustworthy, leadership skills, and when it comes to it, that you're not going to crack and bend.
Yeah, I think that's big. I think I was always kind of a vocal leader, always communicating, just always, because a lot of times on teams, you don't have one person talking at all. And then all communication systems are shut down, and that can really destroy a team. It really just takes, and I wouldn't even say I was that skilled of a guy, but I think if you were to just call out just little things on the floor, that would make the biggest difference. Like, hey, ball coming down the floor. Hey, pick up this man. Like, that makes the biggest difference.
And that was one of the things later on, like I said, when Tanner was playing, we would have had him out there, would have been better. But what's happened here later on in high school basketball, at least in my experiences, the kids don't talk anymore.
Communication
skills suck. They're always on their phone or doing something. I mean, they're not. Leadership. I mean, I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
But there's not a whole lot of leadership skills. You look at basketball teams in general, the teams that have somebody that steps up, that they can rally around, that they talk to, those are the teams that are good.
Yeah.
Like I said, but around here, leadership skills are different, and you got to have that to have a good team.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, next question. I'm gonna try to go faster because I just realized sometimes hey Tanner, how long are we going? And I'll cut this all up, so sometimes I just post it because I don't give a fuck. Huh?
How long?
Yeah, how long are we at? Very top, where it's red and it says recording.
It says recording. Oh, 16 minutes, 2 seconds.
16 minutes, awesome, no, we're good. Okay, so moving on. And this is kind of a lighter question, what's something players misunderstand about winning, like in this new generation?
That it's everything.
Yeah.
That if we're winning, we're great.
You think they're a little softer?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Kids nowadays are a hell of a lot softer.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, I don't know if it's my generation that has done something to that or whatever, but yeah.
I think it was probably social media and just,
I mean,
a lot of people are just looking to put the gear on and look cool and not really, just for the pictures and for the show. But because we didn't really have that. I had that my
Shorts, I guess.
my freshman year social Instagram
Right.
came out. So, but we did it, but it's not like it is today where it's like everything, where people are like
Right.
really building these characters. So
Yeah, I think that's the big thing.
All right, next question. Were you the type of coach that hated when players played other sports, or did you encourage it?
I encourage it. You have to. The more
That's
things,
different from a lot of coaches. Like,
the more things you can do, the better you are. Like,
agree.
and I'll use an example, like Trey and them on the baseball.
Yeah, absolutely.
By them playing in a state championship, that parlay, we've been here. Mm-hmm. They won the state championship after we made it to the basketball thing.
Yeah.
They won the state championship after that.
Yeah.
That helped them. So I always said in my pre-game, they're a pre-season. Go play football, go play baseball, go do, anything you want to. Yeah, multiple sport athletes are, to me, the best.
I agree. I think if you put yourself in situations in other sports, it helps you for the situations on the court.
Absolutely.
Next question. Where is it? What was a rule that you enforced that other players hated?
What was the rule? You know what?
Answer that.
I don't know.
No? I remember you might have had one rule, like if you missed practice, you had to you couldn't play that. I forget.
You wouldn't
Unless
start.
you were really good. There was some exceptions.
Or you couldn't. I was trying to run.
I don't remember any rules.
If you ever got caught drinking or doing drugs or anything like that, then I would have had to set you. But I kind of just, common sense, man. Sometimes people don't use common sense.
Yeah.
My whole thing is, and I say this, you had to treat it like a family. There are going to be times where things didn't go well and you had to do things, but just use common sense. A lot of people don't use common sense.
What's the hardest decision you've ever had to make as a coach?
The hardest decision, man, that's rough. The hardest decision I ever made. Giving it up, I guess.
Oh yeah, that would be really hard.
That was a rough one.
That could be the one. And like, what made you say, okay, it's done?
Parents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plain and simple. It's just gotten to the point where, and throughout my career, I always had strong administrators and strong ADs. And nowadays here, we don't have that at this place.
Right.
And it just kind of, you couldn't do things that you wanted to do and use common sense without getting caught on the carpet for it. So it just.
Yeah, it's going to play out later in life. I absolutely agree with you. I think it's going to play out one way or another in life if the parents are going to treat their kids and kind of get too involved with a coach. It's going to play out later, and they're going to see that in life and in business and career, Nobody gives
It
a
ain't,
shit.
it ain't going to work.
It
ain't
never
gonna-
works.
It never works.
So then, in a lot of way, that is setting up your kid for failure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's like I said, even with him sitting over in bleachers, I was probably harder on him than I was anybody else, but we'll see how it goes.
What moment do you still replay in your head? Is there a core memory of coaching
Yeah.
that was like, which one?
State championship game.
Absolutely.
Calling that damn timeout.
Yeah.
And it was just a gut thing. And I guess it was upset stomach or something because I think if I didn't call a timeout, he misses both of them.
Yeah.
I gave him too much time to calm down, think about it, and he made it.
Yeah. But what did you, but just thinking about that overall, like that being that core memory, do you really think that way? Like, if
Yeah.
you had, really?
I really
That's
cost us a
interesting.
state championship.
I feel like it might have just always happened the way it was.
Yeah, see, I think I
Really?
I really do. To this day, I have really. That is to me is the worst decision that I ever made in my life.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Okay, next question. So this is kind of like the last one. What was the coolest experience you've ever had as a coach? I mean,
The state championship. We're going to the state. I mean,
the whole atmosphere.
but the state championship game when we're the only ones in the arena, and then a lot of you all went out and saw the whole town of Hurricane waiting to come in. I don't know today that you would ever. I don't know
You're
if you
right.
would ever see that again.
You're
I
right.
mean, especially in a town the size of Hurricane. Like, I don't know if you would ever see
it
that
was
again.
so different back then.
Everything is shit. I mean, and that is the sad part about it. Like,
Do people not come out like they
people
used
don't
to?
know. I mean, like I said, tonight, Hurricane Winfield, you'll be surprised that
Okay.
I don't think it'll be very crowded.
Because when we played, it was like people were all wrapped around the gym,
around.
no seats.
Nothing, yeah.
Yeah. All right, next, are there any legends or unexpected people that you met through coaching?
Legends.
Or just people in general you never thought you would met? Maybe Bob Huggins or something.
Well, I mean, I never really met any coaches, but, what basketball gave me was the ability to talk to sports writers, the ability to make friends, that like the coach at Point Pleasant, Josh Williams, who we have become, it's like my brother.
Yeah.
That's what basketball has brought me, and be able to have relationships with, like, seeing you tonight was like, I mean, Tanner was like, I gotta go. So I mean,
Absolutely,
it's like, to me, this brings it full circle. This is what it's all about.
Absolutely. And I think we need to do a better job at that. I think,
Right.
The older generation, maybe if the state runner-up team came together, maybe within the community, just once in a blue moon, maybe that could establish some new trends in the area because, it makes no sense that people want to come out for a rivalry and it wouldn't be jam-packed. I don't know. We'll see what happens tonight. I'm definitely interested to see if...
Now, tonight they are doing the tile lottery from Winfield. He's got cancer, so they're doing a kind of like a fundraiser night.
Okay.
So hopefully that might make the crowd better.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, nowadays you go to a football game in the fall. There's nobody here. There's nobody here. Even when we had the past few years where we were state championship contenders, nobody here.
Interesting.
And the students would come for a quarter and then they're gone.
Wow.
I mean, it's
a different world.
a different world, and I would like to get back to the world where
People did more
people
in
are here.
person
They're
stuff,
here.
yeah.
They're in the gym.
Yeah, me too. I miss it. I miss it a lot. All right, we're in our final phase, and I skipped a lot of questions. I wanted to do 30, but I didn't realize 30 is a lot of questions.
30 is a lot of questions.
And I feel like they're about to start.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite player you ever coached? And could I guess first? I'm gonna go Trey Dawson, favorite player, because he was just an electric guy,
Trey was
and he was just really disciplined for his age.
I can't single out one player that I think that whole team with that dynamic, because you had kids well, I say kids, of course, you have players that came back that hadn't played in a while, that were just happy to be a part of that whole team. That was my favorite for a couple years. I mean, I can even go back. Ian Miles, I don't know if you remember Ian Miles. He was here when I first started, but he was that lockdown defensive guy that.
Oh, I do remember Miles. Yeah.
I mean,
Ian Miles,
he
yeah.
was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't single out just one that I thought,
You had many favorites.
Like I said, you brought in a dynamic that, you were balls to the wall 100% of the time.
Oh, yeah.
All right?
I was probably,
mean,
yeah.
And it was. I mean, I'll never forget.
Like two different energy drinks. I don't know.
It could have been.
Could have been.
And like we were down at Cabell Middle one time, and Jacob Lawrence, like a ref comes over and kind of grabs my tie, and I'm going after him. Jacob Lawrence grabs me and throws me up, so I don't, because I was going to punch a guy. I mean, there's just players that are, and
so
there's players on other teams too that I thought that it was. I mean, it's just.
I get it.
It's one of those things. It's just.
So to answer the question, your favorite person was just that team in general.
That whole, because I mean, I don't know if you'll ever see how 14 kids came together, and it didn't care if you were on the floor, or JT was on the floor, or Henry.
It did.
Everybody on that bench
Wanted to win.
was standing up, and wanted to win. That's what it
We had a few outliers, but
for the most part, everybody.
Let's see, the next question. You got the opportunity to coach your kid. What did that teach you, and how hard was it separating coach from dad?
That was rough. It was rough. I think that I was probably harder on him than I should have been. Probably made a few mistakes. Probably should have got him in more as a junior. That was rough. I thought I would handle it better. I don't think I did a very good job. He might tell you otherwise, but I don't think I did. Or he might tell you the exact same thing, which, I didn't handle it well.
It's a hard thing.
It's a hard thing.
Like you look at Deion Sanders and his kid, I mean, it's tough because at the end of the day, you want to win. Then you want to give him a great experience.
Right.
That's a real tough. I don't think there is a right way to do that, No,
what do you think?
Yeah, there you go.
Way to cop out.
Next question. Okay, so, and we're wrapping up, so we're almost done. I'm gonna name 5 guys. Oh, bro. I'm gonna list 5 guys from our starting lineup on that state championship run. And I just want you to name one word that comes to mind.
Okay.
And then I'll say a word that comes to my mind. Henry Sorsett.
Quiet.
I call
Led
him
by example.
Yeah, I would say he's big, goofy. It's kind of he's really very quiet, but he's hilarious. Like he's so funny. What else did I write down about him? Something you might not know about Henry, which is hilarious. We were playing Beckley, and me and him, we were playing Beckley, and this happened actually in the South Charleston game, right before the South Charleston game at the first round in the playoffs. He looked at me at Beckley, he was like, we don't have a chance. And like, and then I'm also like, I think you're right. Like, it was funny because we had this dynamic where we were very realistic sometimes because, I don't know, playing at Beckley, it was hard, they were a big team. We did lose that game.
You got shit kicked out of
Yeah, but then we were surprised by the South Charleston game. But that's like a really funny fact about Henry. Next one, AC step.
Another one that solid, fundamental.
Yeah,
Did what
he
you had
was
to
a
do.
guy, I wrote down back door. He was always cutting in the back door. He
Through the game.
Yeah. He was really, I think he's a realtor now or something. He flips homes.
He flips homes.
Yeah.
And he's a gym teacher.
Yeah, he was trying to sell me a house whenever I was.
Yeah.
That's
surprising.
And I was like, I just turned 18. I was like, I can't. Yeah,
That's
it was
surprising.
crazy. Garrett DeFries.
Gary DeFries, athletic as hell,
Very.
dynamic.
Yeah, I wrote down. He just really liked dunking.
Yeah.
Like he was just a phenomenal dunker.
Yep.
I think he won in the in the contest.
They came in second. They screwed him.
You know, one of the teachers here, I think his name was Adam Fazell or something. I think he dunked on him because Adam was his teacher, and he gave him like a C or something, and he dunked. He dunked on him. Okay, Trey Dawson.
Athletic, smart, dependable.
He's sturdy. Yeah, I wrote down he really should be like. Who?
Go.
Trey's the GOAT, right? See, I wrote down he should probably be the governor of West Virginia because he's really reliable, disciplined, sturdy, like you said. He's kind of the glue.
Yeah.
He's a winner. Everything he does, he wants to win. People, even chaotic people like myself, like that might be just very carefree and very loose and just kind of, I don't know, maybe ADHD, but you have that sturdiness that even I was gravitating towards. Love that man.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Jacob Limmerman.
Like I said, ball of energy.
Ball of energy, man.
Ball of energy, and like I said, it just, you were the raw. You were the energy.
Yeah.
That got everything going.
Yeah. I see it.
And it takes it all.
It does. It definitely takes it off. All right. We're almost done. We're coming to the end.
Okay.
What's the funniest story you still tell to this day about coaching or something that's happened?
Oh, Lord. Coaches meetings at team camp at Marietta. Y'all never got that Marietta kind of thing, but coaches would be 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, come in, hung up. I mean, it was just, those were the fun things. Those were the fun things. The night the water problem broke out in Point Pleasant, that was pretty insane. Yeah, there's just so many memories. I just can't.
Yeah, it's hard. Do you have any superstitions when you were coaching?
I was the most superstitious person.
I wore 3 socks. I think I wore 3 socks. It was either double socks or 3 socks, but what was yours?
No, like mine was like the towel that I dried off with every morning in the shower. I wouldn't change it till we lost. You know, I'd throw it in the dryer. I mean, I would wear sometimes the same underwear. I mean, it's just one of those.
You didn't wash them.
I wouldn't. Oh yeah, I would wash. I would wash them. Or like, I mean, just. I mean, I had so many, like, it just little things like, okay, this is what I did this day. So, like, I'll never forget, the big thing was, it never failed. When we played Winfield, like, the one time we went out, we went Christmas shopping because it was in December, and we went and ate before the game, and we got beat, and I said, I'm never doing that again. And I never, ever did.
Yeah.
Never did it again. It did that. Little things that I would do that would change from game to game, winning streaks, or like if losing streaks, I'd change, do everything differently.
Mm-hmm. New superstition was credit, new routine.
I was just superstitious.
You had to stay in that vein.
Yeah.
I totally get that. We kind of already talked about this, the nostalgia things that you miss, or is there any nostalgic things that you miss that from previous eras? Like you were talking about Bob Knight and
I miss crowds.
What is it?
Crowds.
Yeah.
I miss crowds. And like it was really cool. We went to watch Capital and Capital Midland play last night. And the damn pep band. They had a pep band.
Oh,
that was
they?
playing.
At Capital?
Yeah. They had a pep
Cookie Miller's dad was my driver this morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he's the coach up there now. Yeah.
But they had a pep band, and you know, I missed, because like I said, when Dad was coach at Tech, they always had the pep band that played nonstop. And even at high schools, they had. I missed that old comedy stuff.
Yeah. All right, to wrap it up, last 3 questions. These are quick. You are entering your next chapter in life. What do you want that to be about, and what do you want to pursue?
Fun.
Anything fun?
Fun.
So you're open
more
to anything.
Beach, more beach, more mountains.
Oh yeah.
Less time in the gym golfing.
Would you ever come back to coaching?
Yeah. Oh, I'll never say. Like I said, if he wants to coach, like I said, the thing that I always wanted to do was I wanted my dad to be my assistant coach when I got here, but he had that heart attack, and by the time I got the job, he had died.
Yeah.
When I got hired the summer that he died.
Oh wow.
So that was, and he always said he wanted to, so that was one thing. So if he ever gets the opportunity to be head coach, and I'm still alive, then I would love to do that. And I would, and there might come a point in time where Sally says, hey, you need to find something to do in the winter. I'm done.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not ruling out coming or never
Oh, he might
coaching
make a
again.
comeback. Assistant coach, head coach, water boy. Last two questions, and this is more generic. What are your favorite places in West Virginia that you love going to see?
Like
Like just in general, what's the best?
Snowshoe,
Snowshoe.
Pocahontas County, Greenbrier River,
I've never been to the Greenbrier.
not the Greenbrier or the Greenbrier River.
Okay, I don't know if I've been there.
Like Seabird, Watauga State Park, that whole area through there that to me is one of the most beautiful places in West Virginia. That
Absolutely.
you did ask about West Virginia, right?
Yeah, because I
That-
mean, I don't. Yeah, I know we played games up at the Greenbrier, but I never in the Greenbrier River. I've never.
Yeah,
I don't even know what's
that
up there.
that area.
Really cool.
Canaan Valley area is pretty, and I like the Morgantown area.
Yeah. Oh, I love the Morgantown area.
Hey, this is Coach Tarr.
Oh, nice to meet
This is Jake Lerman. He played for me.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's pleasure.
Last question. What are the best, your favorite, or this is subjective, what are the best restaurants in West Virginia for you?
Best restaurants in West Virginia. Well, Fairways here in the Valley is really, really good.
Really? Fairways?
It's
Really?
awesome.
I've never been
You
there.
need to go.
Okay.
My daughter's also a waitress there. But, and then the what's the one at the top Snowshoe? Red Fox, the Foxfire Grill. Foxfire Grill is really good. And the Asylum in Lewisburg is really good.
Yeah.
And then we were at a place, and Tropics in Morgantown, if you ever get a chance to try. They have Hawaiian food. It's really good.
I'll have to try that. Fat patties used to be my favorite, and then I think whoever bought the fat patties, I think came in and said, "Let's make this place worse."
Yeah.
I think that's what they said.
I don't like
because the place they took everything off the walls, and it's just dead in there.
I haven't been there in ages.
Yeah. So
But yeah, try Fairways. You'll like it.
I'll have to try
They
it.
have some of the best food you would ever think. I know it's a gas station, but go in. They have
give it a
some
shot.
of the best food.
Well, Coach, thank you for doing this. We created a memory
Yes, we did.
in time that I'll be able to rewatch even when you're gone. I'll be able to rewatch it. But thank you so much for doing this. And again, I can't give you any more flowers. Just saying, hey, like that year, I mean, that you accepted me on the team at a time when I was facing a case. I was facing a felony at 18. That's kind of crazy. It got dismissed, but then he allowed me on the team, and that would have been forever a hole in my heart if I wasn't able to be on the team. But then, you know how God makes everything work for its good, and then He lets me on the team, and we go and make a historic run. But Coach, thank you so much.
No, thank you. I'm glad. Hey, everything happens for a reason. I'm glad you showed up in my life.
Absolutely. There it is.
Forever.